Hi everyone, we're going to sketch the graph of this polynomial. Let's fill out some information first. The degree of the polynomial, since this is not in standard form, we can just add, this is x to the first power, so we're going to add 1 plus 2. So our degree is 3, which is an odd number. And our maximum turning points would be 3 minus 1, which equals 2. Maximum turning points. We'll talk about end behavior in just a minute. Our y-intercept is where x is 0. So plug in 0 for x. You get 0 times negative 3 squared, which equals 0. So that's 0, 0. And then our x-intercepts are when y is 0. So that would make this 0 and this 3. So we have 0, 0 and 0, 3. And we'll talk about our intervals where our y is negative and where y is positive after we graph it. And now let's talk about our end behavior. So in our end behavior, our degree is 3 and this is positive. So let's look at that. So our we have an odd degree and it's positive. So it resembles this. So, which is right here. So something like this. So what we're looking at when we're looking at end behavior is where are we going to start this graph as we graph from left to right. So we're starting in quadrant 3 and we're going to end in quadrant 1. So that's this part right here. All right. So as x tends to large, get bigger and bigger, so does our y. So we're looking at this piece right here. And as x goes, tends to get smaller and smaller, so does our y. And this is this portion in quadrant 3. So that just helps us start where we're going to start the graph. So let's graph this. Our y-intercept was 0, 0. Also our 0 was there. We have 1 at 3. Now, for this one, we have a multiplicity of 2, multiplicity of 1. If you have a odd multiplicity, you can cross the graph. So again, we're starting in quadrant 3 based on our end behavior. As we hit 0 here, this was our 0, you can cross it because it's an odd multiplicity. We're going to go ahead and make it little u here. And as we get to this factor with the multiplicity of 2, that means we can't cross. We touch the x-axis, then you U-turn back around. So as you can see, our end behavior, we started in quadrant 3 and ended in quadrant 1. We're not going to worry about, the exact value of our maximum there, our local max. Now, let's determine where our graph of f of x, where our y is negative. That just means where does the graph, what's happening below this y equals 0 line. So it's only negative from negative infinity to 0. And where is our graph positive? Or where is our y positive? So f of x is positive on top of this y equals 0 right in there, which is actually 0 to infinity. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.